Hi, this is Nick Leatherland from Pegasus Property. We're a development company based in Stoke-on-Trent. I'm just going to do a quick video about appraising a deal in 60 seconds. So this is a quick video explaining how to stack a deal. In Pegasus Property, we normally stack a deal in about 60 seconds or quicker. We use this as a bit of a back of a fag packet desktop appraisal on how to work out a deal. We do it to work out whether it's something we actually want to look at further or not. A lot of this is common sense. Some of the numbers vary on geographical locations. We use this as a guide. We use this mainly for commercial to residential, HMOs, and it can also be used for flats. So you start off by getting the total floor space of the property you're looking at in meters squared. If it's in feet, then convert it into meters. We have the 26 rule. So the 26 rule is something that John Colclough, my business partner, came up with. He's basically worked out that if you have a property that's got, say, 4 bedrooms in, it was roughly working out around 100 square metres. And if it was a 5-bedroom HMO property, it was coming in at around 125 square metres. So what we found was that if we looked at an EPC of a property, we found out the total floor space, we worked out how many bedrooms were in there. The number kind of came to 26. It was 26 square metres into the total floor space, worked out how many bedrooms there were. And this included things like kitchens, communal spaces, all your hallways and landings, bathrooms, etc., etc. So it's a really rough number, but we kind of use it as a bit of a guide. And you can find out the total floor space of a building either by looking at the EPC, which is the Energy Performance Certificate, which can be found on the EPC website. You just search the postcode and it'll come up with the property. Or if you're looking at commercial and there's a brochure for it from an agency, then the total floor space will be in there as well. So next is working out the conversion cost. So the conversion cost is how much it's going to cost you to renovate that property. So again, this will depend on geographical location because trades cost different prices in different areas. You also have to take into account things like document E, which is your soundproofing. You might also have insulation upgrades like windows, walls, roofs, etc., etc. So the costs can vary massively. But we've worked out our conversion costs. They can range from anything from £250 per square metre for a basic house, which is back to brick, right up to £750 a square metre, which is for a commercial to resi conversion, which has the document E and the insulation upgrades, etc. And then for new builds, you're looking at anything from £1,000 to £1,200 per square metre. So that's what we use in Stoke-on-Trent, and we've worked this all out using a quantity surveyor and also based on experience from doing projects. So you've got the price of the building, the purchase price. You've got an idea of how many bedrooms you can get in there, and you've got an idea of a conversion cost. So we like to work on about 10 to 15k per bedroom when we do a purchase, and about the same again for conversion costs. So if I'm looking at a building and it's going to cost me 300k, I'm going to want to get, sort of between 25 and 30 bedrooms in there effectively, and the conversion costs I'm looking at around the same kind of cost as well. So when you work out an approximate GDV, which is for when the project's going to be finished, we take the total number of rooms, we multiply that by the monthly room rate, and we add it all up, and then we work that out per annum. So we work out the gross rental income per annum for that project, and then we multiply that by 7.5 to work out a commercial valuation. So with all these figures in hands, we stick them all into a deal stacking spreadsheet, and it works out the ROIs and yields for us. And then we can quickly see if it's a deal that's going to, it's going to stack or not. And then we can maybe go and put an offer in or go and view it, and etc., etc. So we can do all of these sums whilst we're out and about using the calculators on our phones. So we can appraise deals very quickly. Someone might ring us and tell us about a deal. We can just ask a few basic questions and we can work out the rest ourselves. So I'm going to run through a deal with you quickly, which is a real deal that we did. I was driving through town at the time, and I saw a for sale sign being put up by a sign company. And I'm always looking out for these when I'm driving around, just seeing if there's a sign writing company putting a sign up somewhere, like a for sale sign. I'm probably one of the first ones to see it. So it was going up outside a nightclub. It's in a good location. It's 5 minutes from the train station. It's a 5-minute walk from the university, and it's also next to a £20 million regeneration project, which is going to be apartments and restaurants and or in bars and etc. etc. It's also next to the bus station, and we also have several HMO properties in this area which perform very well. So I immediately rang the agent, and he gave me some basic details, such as the size of the building. So he gave us the size in feet, so we converted that into meters. We divided it by 26. And it gave us 28 bedrooms. So with 28 bedrooms, we then multiplied the total floor space by £750 to get a conversion cost. So that's kind of like your top rate, basically. We then multiplied the number of bedrooms by room rate, and we were very conservative with the room rate as well. We could probably get 495 for these bedrooms, but we used to we used a room rate of about 425 to 450 just to be on the conservative side. So once we got the gross rental income per annum, we multiplied that by 7.5, and that gave us a GDV. Another way of doing it is you can minus 25% off the gross and then multiply it by 10, or you can do 7.5 times gross, which is quicker and easier, and the whole point of this exercise. So we then stacked all the numbers. It ticked all our boxes: purchase price, conversion costs, how many units we could get, the GDV, etc., etc. So we put an offer in subject to planning, and the offer was accepted by the vendor. So we got our architect in at this stage. He measured it up more accurately, and he got bang on 28 rooms, which is exactly what we calculated. So we're really happy with that. But also he said we could go into the loft, so we've got 4 more bedrooms in there now as well. So that's 32 bedroom HMO. The project has a GDV of £1.2 million. And net rental income per annum after refinancing it and getting all of our cash back of £63,000. That's £63,000 net per annum off this property. So thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful. It should help you appraise the deal in under 60 seconds once you get the hang of it. You need a few key details, but really once you've got that floor space, you can work the rest out from there. So thanks for watching. See you later.